the Canopy. Inside the heights of the forest, species are fighting for their survival. And since the RoboPirate invasion, we can see some specimens working together to advance further in the wild. But what if Rayman decided to go alone and leave Globox behind? Could he still free the Teensy in the deepest part of the Canopy without his friend? Let's find out! There are 5 obstacles that you are supposed to overcome with Globox. First, a laser door that you can jump above or around and it one-shots you. Then, there is a gap that's way too large to jump across. Coming up next, there is a giant fire that you can go around and it also insta-kills you. Afterward, we have another laser door like the first one and still too high to jump over. Finally, there is a door to enter the building, automatically closing if you come without the bush that Globox is supposed to grow. But for now, let's go back to the start. For the first door, we already need one of the most broken mechanics in Rayman 2, grab location manipulation or GLM. Yes, in this game we can teleport Rayman like this. And it all starts with how Rayman is programmed to grab a ledge. Basically, when Rayman comes close to a ledge considered as grabbable, the game will set up the grab position and teleport Rayman to it in a hanging position. There are some conditions to make this happen, but also 2 simplifications in the game code that allow us to abuse of these mechanics. First, after getting out of it, the grab location is not removed and stays there until you either grab another ledge, death warp, hit a water plane, or go on a slide. Secondly, it's actually not just the ledges that are marked as grabbable, but entire parts of the ground pictured in green here. But how is this interesting? Well, if you jump next to a slope that has this property, you can actually update the grab location without grabbing anything. And if the new location meets a collision, the game will immediately teleport Rayman to the new position. Very convenient, isn't it? Well, for this first barrier, yes, it works perfectly. However, we are actually really limited with it, and it's far from being the solution to all of our issues, and rather a miracle that it can be used here. Indeed, remember all the elements we need for it to work. First, a ledge that we can grab. It doesn't seem like a lot to ask, but actually in the rest of the level, we barely have anything to grab. Then, we need a slope considered as grabbable and steep enough to move the grab location. And again, there is nothing like this in the rest of the level. The green surfaces we can see here are not working. And finally, we need a collision to teleport Rayman to the new grab location, and although it looks like the level has some very high walls we could use, there is actually no collision to them. But just to be sure, I asked Coco, the GLM master, to search for some GLM black magic in the rest of the level, and he couldn't find anything. So we will need other ways for the next obstacles. For fun, what we can do now is to get the green lump then die, and Globox will manage to somehow free himself, but he looks a bit pissed by the situation and doesn't want to help us anymore. Anyway, we don't need him. Now for the gap, we are supposed to use the flower, then bring down the pole to help Globox when we are on the other side. So if only there was a way to snipe that pole from here. Oh, yep. With a precise shot while running forward, we can hit the bandage and bring down the pole. On PC, we can even make it easier because we have an in-game function to take screenshots with the F8 key, which creates lag and increases the shot's range. So that was an easy one. But now we really are in trouble. Because even if jumping around the fire seems possible, the hitbox is actually way larger than it looks. Like, way larger. We can actually make this jump here, but it's not really useful. Except maybe to spy on our dear friend Globox, still sulking. Or if you actually do bring Globox here, you can have a nice barbecue with frog meat. Yum. So, we will need yet another tech, and this time it's gonna be hovergliding. Basically, we can somehow stick to some walls when they are not too vertical by hovering and holding the correct direction. Then, with some precise angles, we can move and sometimes get height, which can be used for a few skips. However, there is one major issue with it. It's absolutely atrocious to control. Like, triggering the trick itself is already super jank, and then, for no reason, you can get stuck on the collision and just fall down. For example, this attempt looks good, but I actually have to keep holding to get past the fire hitbox. I'm still not there. So keep hugging the wall. Come on. Come on. No. Okay, trigger the glide, please. Trigger the glide. Okay, this attempt might be good. Getting closer and closer, please. No. Okay, this one might be it. Please, 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 no. This one, maybe. No, why? Come on, trigger the glide. Please get me out of here. Oh. I got the Queenlum. Okay, we're respawning, perfect. Wait. Oh no. No. Why is this fire so huge? Globox, help! Globox! Okay, game. Fine. I know what I need to do.
Or do not. There is no try.
Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams.
There's always hope. You just need to believe. For Frodo.
Alright, flame skip done. Never doing that ever again. So now for the... What? No. I'm not doing that, okay? I already did one flame skip. There is no point for me to do another one. I'm not doing that, okay? I will never try that shit. So... looks like we have another flame skip now. From the other side, jumping from this amazing collision here, we can actually trigger the glide. Yeah, we can trigger the hover glide like this. And then we really need to get both distance and height to get over the... Come on! So as I was saying, you trigger the glide like this. And then you really need to get some height. And yes, somehow this is even worse than the other one. Like, it's so freaking long. And even if you get at the end like this, I'm already clipping And nope. Another attempt here. Maybe. Maybe. So when the game allows it, we can finally go over the collision, barely grab the ledge on the other side, kill the parrot to trigger the cutscene, and the next part of the level. Okay, back to this part. Globox is gone again, and now we are stuck at this barrier, where we just want a little bit of height to get over it, and for that we will use a technique more common in the world of speedrunning, a damage boost. Basically, we want to extend the momentum of a jump by getting hit at the top of it. The issue is that we lose control of Rayman during the hit, so we need to shoot right after getting hit to cancel that animation and the knockback. This is how we can climb this web without caring about the barrels, for example. Then, we want to get hit at the peak of our jump, which requires some precise jumps to lure the shots at the right spot at the right timing. And the final trick is to hold jump during the hit to get more height. Thanks to all of that, we can barely jump on the corner and over the barrier. Easy. It's actually possible to do it from the ship's cannonballs, but it's even more precise. And again, here is what happens if we die after getting the green lung. Are you okay, Globox? Or whatever. We won't fight the parrot for you. Which brings us to the very last obstacle for this challenge. And to spice things up, I won't show you one, not two, not three, but 6 different ways of getting inside the building without the bush. So, welcome to my top 6 bush skips. Number 6. Remember earlier when I said that you can take screenshots and it makes the game lag? Well, it also works here, and it makes the door animation slower, just enough to sneak inside. Number 5. Okay, you don't want to use screenshots, so we must find a way to be fast enough to still go through the door before it closes. And good news, we actually have a movement tech to go slightly faster, roll boosting. Basically, we can trigger a state where rolling is around 25% faster than our maximum running or rolling speed, and we can chain rolls like this as long as we keep jumping after the roll and don't trigger any other animation on the ground. To get this roll boost state, stop moving, strafe, go forward and immediately jump when Rayman starts running. It's a bit tricky, but shooting can make it more lenient. Okay, but now that we know how to roll boost, what do we do? Well, we can go against this wall, that's where we are the closest to the door without being detected. Trigger a roll boost, go slightly outside the detection range, and roll boost toward the door. Easy peasy. Number 4. Okay. You don't want to use screenshots or to learn how to roll boost? Fine. We have another way to go fast here, and it's with the purple lum. Indeed, you can get a nice momentum with it, so if you release it at a precise timing, with a precise line, probably also holding jump, it will give you just enough speed to sneak through the door again. Fun fact, This was apparently discovered by a guy when he was 8 years old because he didn't know that he was supposed to use the bush. Number 3! Okay. You don't want to screenshot, to roll boost, or to use the purple lum? Fine. With only one jump, you can barely get out of the detection range to bait the door, then just sneak inside. Well, it might look easy, but it's probably the hardest way of the 6 actually. Number 2! Okay, but what if you don't want to screenshot, to roll boost, to use the purple lum, and you don't even want to jump? Weird, but it's actually possible to make it by just running. Number 1! Okay. But what if we don't even want to go through the door in the first place? Well, remember when I said that the wall collisions are very small? You can actually get over them with a precise lum boost. It's a hard one because Rayman quickly stops aiming at the lum when he's too far, but it's possible. That way, we even skip Globox saying that he's going to visit his wife. Because yes, today we might have learned that Rayman doesn't need Globox to beat the Canopy, but most importantly, Globox doesn't really seem to need Rayman either. And the proof is, if you revisit the level after beating that way, look what happens. Yep, Globox truly knows why this game is called The Great Escape. And that's probably also why he's so confident at the crow's nest and survived the explosion without a scratch. Come on, Globox. Tell us your secrets.